Hey guys, we're back on the Marantz here. As you can see, the power module is gone for this. Pretty simple setup. You know, those are the wires for direct in. If you're going to go direct in, back here on the back, and then your power supply from that monstrous capacitor. I mean, this thing's rated at 30 watts per channel, and did you see the capacitors in this thing? Let me show you. If you didn't watch the first video. Okay. Hello. Okay, here's my finger. This thing is huge, man. Here's a roll of solder. It's the size of a roll of solder. I mean, it's, look at that. For 30 watts per channel. So I'm gonna have to disconnect these here, and that is a 4700 at 80 volts. Elna, all Elna still work. They're awesome. So what I've got to do is we're going to a friend of mine who's an electrical engineer, and I have some help from Mr. R.F. Burns as well, YouTube user. He told me to use, and to use one of these. They're supposed to be awesome. Just good clean power, very transparent. Runs on 12 volts DC. So I'm searching for some 12 voltage in here that I can make use of, and I don't think there is any. The power supply here, the old amp runs on. I got this thing without the power amp. It was fried. 3 amps awesome is all I really want. But here's the power. That's got 165 volts on it there, and those are the speaker outs. One question I had is, where are the... Oh, right. I was trying to figure it out. So these wires were power amp. They signal into the power amp, and they go back here to main in. I was like, well, gosh, where's the signal in from, you know, the front panel and the, you know, the EQs and all that stuff? Duh, because when you use it that way, you have to put the jumpers in, which I don't have, so I'll have to make some or disable it or whatever. So 220 watts consumption at 30 watts per channel. Wow. Awesome. What I'm going to do is, I've got 2 of these on order. This is a friend of mine's. He gave me, or Dan. I ordered 2 more just like this. He said they sound freaking awesome. And simple, awesome. So I've got 2 more. I'm going to pay him back, and I got another one. This is a Triamp. What's it called? I can't remember anyway. I'll put it in the thing. On the thumbnail. But so it's kind of like a quad, the way it's wired here. You know, main and remote, they have different color wires, and they don't share ground. So I think there's some modulation or something's going on there that makes those. Actually, it is a quadraphonic. Correct me if I'm wrong, y'all, but I'm pretty sure it is, because the wires are all different colors, then they go to different places. They don't go into parallel. So maybe there's a slight delay or something there, separate signals, who knows. Maybe there's something in a little, well, there can't be a chip in there, but. So anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 2 of these in there. I'm going to use some brackets and make them look cool. I haven't figured out quite how I'm going to mount them yet. I got lots of brackets and stuff, so I'm thinking maybe I might invert them, put them kind of like one going like this, and then one going like this, and make me some little brackets to go in there. It's a shame we're not even going to be using this capacitor for anything. And those would be for the left and right channels. Of course, that right there tells you it's not a quadraphonic, I guess. No, not necessarily. Anyway, so what we'll be working on here is we're going to use 2 of these, run the signals in. I want to be able to use 2 CD players if I want to at the same time. Playing, you know, like if I wanted to do the quad from a tape or whatever, I want this to be the machine because it sounds so sweet. So 2 of these, you know, running your 4 there. And that's what we're going to do. So anybody have any suggestions or whatever, let me know. This thing is awesome. It sounds so much better than the preamp and the Sansui. Yeah, I thought the Sansui was awesome. And I've got some other, lots of amps and stuff, and this Marantz sounds the best. And I was just using it, the preamp out, into the CD, and on that, of course, it's running it through another preamp there, but I ran it all straight up and down, and it just sounds so good with the JBLs, man. And Dan came over and looked at these, the engineer guy, and a friend of mine, and he said that this ought to sound freaking sweet with a couple of these in there. He made a complete surround system in his house. He's the guy who takes a cooler, puts JBL speakers in it, and an iPod dock, makes it all from scratch, and has a lead acid battery in it, and runs it all day at the beach. And he, you know, we've built subwoofer boxes, whatever. I mean, he knows a lot of stuff, smart guy. But so that's why I bought this. It looks like crap, but he said they're awesome. He said he uses them all the time. I'm going to trust what he says. So I'll show you what we got going on. I'm going to try and get this one in there tonight and get it running and power the JBLs. I think these are 10 watts at 8 ohm per channel. It'll be cool. It comes with a little connector that goes there. It's 3 pins, so I guess the ground for the input signal is going to be common, which is strange. Wire them together because usually well, whatever. It's going to be cool. I got to figure out, I'm going to have to cap these wires off because there's a lot of juice on that red wire right there. So that's what we're going to be working on. I'll get back with you on that. Check out the Elna is still going. Of course, I think that's the phono amp, so we're never going to use that anyway. But I guess those are some what look like red. I love capacitors. And there's a big fat Elna down there, and those are Nippon Chemico, those other ones, and then of course the big fat Elnas. And if you can see, let's see, if you look at check out right here, look at that board, Elna. A lot of the boards say Elna on them, so basically this is an Elna. It's not Marantz. Everybody loves, this is the 1060 that everybody loves, so you can give credit to Elna for that. I love Elna stuff. I've never had a bad Elna cab. I know some of these little Elnas are probably a little out of spec, but the thing just sounds so good, I don't want to mess with it right now. Those gray ones never die, and these black ones never die. The guy was parting out one of these the other day, and he was selling, I think he wanted like $45 for a used this capacitor here. Jeez, I'm going to leave it in there, disconnect it. But anyway, so that's where we're at. I'm going to get the other one will be here in a few days. I'm going to put one in tonight, and we'll do a fired up video. I'm going to get one wired in here. I got to scratch my head a little bit and figure out how I'm going to do this. Might just do it temporarily. I don't want to short anything out. But so we'll let you know. I can't remember the name of this company. I got it through Amazon from Parts Express. It was $7 and something. And it says here, these capacitors here, actually, they say audiofiler, condensator, like you know, German or something. And they're made, those are like the high-end looking ones. I had some Alpine speakers that had some similar to that. Anyway, so we'll see what it does. I'm not familiar with this new Class T stuff here. We'll see what happens. We'll see how it sounds. Thanks for watching, guys. The Marantz 1060 getting a new heart. They lost the power amp, so power amp is not special anyway. This is the goodies over here that you want, so this is what we're going to do. And just because, I'm going to put a baby cooling fan in there just because I can. Thanks, guys. Take care. Let me know if you have any suggestions.